today for my Galaxy Note 9, I've got what I consider to be the best screen protector you can get. I've got the same screen protector on my Galaxy S9 Plus, which we'll have a look at in a mo. So the idea is, protects your screen, obviously from scratches, drops, maybe light impact as well. And what it's going to do is, it's not one that just sticks at the top and at the bottom of the screen. With it being a curved screen, they're a bit of a problem nowadays, but this one, it's a full screen with the curve on the edges protector, and it's going to be applied by a small adhesive, so there's a liquid you drop onto it, and you drop the glass on top, and it adheres the whole screen protector to the actual phone. So when you've got it on, it's a nice glass sort of texture when you slide your fingers on. It's just like the original screen. The pen should work through it just the same as well, because this is a Note, so you can see it's quite nice and responsive at the moment. So we'll test it afterwards, but it should be just the same. And when you take the screen protector off, when it's done with, it'll be as new underneath. So I've got an old one we can have a look at. Right, so this is the old screen protector I've taken off an S9 Plus. And as you can see, it's actually glass with laminate. I think it's got a laminate of plastic in there as well. So I can crack it and break it there. This is one I've removed from my partner's phone. She's quite rough with them. She hadn't cracked it that much, but obviously it's cracking when I've pulled it off. But underneath, the important thing is the phone was immaculate. There was no scratches, no marks. So it done its job and it protected it. I mean, my phone, personally, I've dropped it, skated along the path face down and so on. It's just got those few cracks in the screen protector. But you can use it so long, peel it off and put another one on. So, back to that one. So the only downside with these is it's $29.99 just for the glass. If you buy the kit, I've already got the kit, so in the kit you get this mini lamp as well, and that's the UV that's used to cure the adhesive. But if you've already got one of those, because I've done several of these screen protectors now on people's phones, so I've got one lamp, I don't need to buy it again. So it's $39.99 with the light, or $29.99 for just the protector. So I'm guessing they do these for quite a lot of phones. I've got them on the Galaxy S9 Plus as well. So I've got a Note 9 now that I got through my Samsung Q9 TV. So I want to protect it and use it because I think it could be quite useful to me. So next thing is I'm going to put this on. Well, we'll take it out of the box and then I'm going to fit it. I think there'd be an easy way, but it's not. It's sticky in there. Let's have a look what we've got. Gives you some instructions. Actually, if you go to Whitestone, they've got their own YouTube video, step by step how to apply it, which I've watched before I've done my own. So in here, that's a tab for the jig, so we shall use that in a moment. Okay, let's have a look. There's some sticky bits there. That's to cover your speaker on the phone. So obviously when we put the adhesive on, we don't want any of it running into the speaker, so I'll just pop those there for now. Also in the jig, the two tubes there, that is the adhesive itself. The actual screen protector's in the jig at the moment. I suppose that protects it in its packaging. So that's the top layer of the jig off. We'll put that to the side. So that is the actual glass screen protector. It's in a plastic wrapper. It's also got a film on it as well to protect one side from dust and so on, because obviously it's got to be as clean as possible. In this bag here, it's got dust removal stickers there, so several of them. Idea being, once we've given the screen a swipe, you can peel the sticker off and just dab it on. If you see any bits of dust or hair dropping on, we just dab it on to remove them. Okay, so they can go there for a moment. Alcohol swab. So that's going to swab, get any grease, sticky marks off the screen. And a sort of lint-free cloth there. Got these two bits of padding. They go in the sides of the jig somewhere. And they should absorb any runoff from the adhesive or from the foam as well. So I think they go there and there on this one. So I'm just going to move the jig And next I'm going to clean my phone. So that's my Note 9 there. Alcohol swab. Take the top off. I've put some lighting down there, so hopefully I should be able to get all the dust off. Probably should turn the phone off, so that would be a good idea. So, phone turning off. So I'll continue with wiping it there. Just going to get the lint-free cloth and just wipe off any excess I can see. I'm going to bring a light closer and shine it on it. Probably not the best lighting for a video, but I just want to see all the bits of dust, so I can see there's some bits of dust still on the top. Try and brush them across, it's actually covered. So like I said, we've got those dust removal stickers as well. I'll try that in a minute when I've got all the greasy marks off. I don't think this lint-free cloth's the biggest help, seem to be getting more on it. Okay. Seems to work better with my hand. I think it's not so bad if you're a person with dry hands. If you've got greasy hands, you're going to struggle. So I can't see any bits of dirt on there anymore. We'll try the sticker. So there's a dust removal sticker as it says. And the idea is just dab it on there, and the stickiness of the sticker should fetch any bits of dust or particles, hairs that you can see on there. Cool. So that looks pretty clean. Next, I'm going to pop it in this jig. So that is the jig. Remove the adhesive from the jig. We're going to use those in a moment. The idea being is foam pops in there like so. And it's turned it on annoyingly. I didn't want it on, but I don't think it's going to matter. Give it a final wipe. You can actually see it rocks there, so we'll get onto that in a moment. Got the speaker at the top there. It's important we don't get glue in it, because if we do, it's knackered. So sticker on there, that's the speaker protected up top. I'm actually going to get the speaker as near to the edge as I can, just to make sure the screen cover is in full. That's it. A bit more central. Cool. Doesn't look to be any gaps where it can get into the speaker. These pads here that they've given us don't actually fit. They look like it comes off the jig for the S9 Plus, and they actually just fit down the side and covered the buttons. I can see the slots that they will fit in, and for the sake of it, I'll just chop them to size and tuck them in. So a bit of wadding in there. And there's some buttons there that may want protecting, so I'll put a bit in there as well. Right, so the phone is there in the jig with dust on again, so final one with a dust sticker, just to remove any bits of dust I can see. It's a bit panicky doing this because you get it wrong and that's 30 quid down the drain. So, top of the jig on top, the correct way up, like so. This bridge part here goes across, that's going to hold the adhesive. Okay, so the idea here is that tilts there, and we're going to see why in a moment. But first, bottle of adhesive, you remove one end of the cap first. Put it in. Take the top off. That's it, the adhesive. Can you see it's all blobbed out there? That is the adhesive on there, so we've got to dead carefully remove this part now, the bridge with the adhesive, let it all out. Seems to be all out. I'm going to carefully get my protector, wherever it may have gone. So this is the glass screen that's going to go on next. So you can see it's got a peel part there. I'm going to peel that off. That's that flexi coming off there, that bit of flexible plastic. So that is the clean glass there. So you can see it's shaped. That's the cutout for the speaker and so on at the top. So I'm going to pop that in the jig there. You can see the bottom of it now is resting on this tab. I've got a tab there. So when I'm ready to go, I'm going to pull that out and that is going to drop on. But first, this jig will tilt, a bit like a seesaw. So if I tilt it, we'll watch that blob run. It needs to run to the middle, then I'm going to pull the tab out and let the glass drop. So most important thing, reason why we need a level surface is because that blob would have run off by now. So if you did it on a surface that's not level, you're going to waste 30 quid. So let's let that run to the middle or somewhere near. That's it. So we can see there it's spreading out. I've got a bubble cut there. Jeez, quick panic. Just going to squeeze that bubble out. Shouldn't have done that. If I can see, there we go. And my God, I've just noticed I've actually missed the sticker there. I'm just going to remove that top quickly. I almost forgot off camera, I just knocked the sticker off, so I'm going to put that back on. Right, so that bubble is spread through, so I think we're fairly good to go now. Next thing we've got to do is the UV light. We'll put it on and we'll cure the cover. So all the UV does, it activates that adhesive there and it will dry it and harden it. Right, so bear with me. So quickly there, that's my UV mini lamp that came in one of the kits. There's a button to turn it on. It's plugged into a USB power source, so it says start one end. And we'll leave that just for 2 minutes. So that's that ended on that end. I shall now just move it to the other end. So press the button, activate it again, pop that on there and wait. So that's it done there. So I may fast forward bits just to make it less boring. Press it again, move it to the middle, then I will repeat each end again. I do it several times, probably more than they tell you to, but I just like to be sure that I'm not going to waste my money. It is an expensive protector at 30 quid, but to me, I don't like the rubbery, plasticky stick-on protectors, and the ones that stick top and bottom, waste of time. It was alright when we had the screens and they were just totally flat without the curves. They had some nice tempered glass ones that were probably £10, something like that. But they're not an option obviously anymore. So these are the best ones I can find for the money. Like I say, you can pay 10-20 quid for one that sticks at the bottom and the top, but they're just crap. They'll soon come off, they'll peel away and they look scraggy. But these are decent, and they protect my phone. I've never had a cracked screen with one. Never had any scratches on my screen underneath. When it has had some hammer and that protector's done, peel it off. When you peel it off, you'll end up with that, and then put a new one on. Job done. So I'm going to take it out of the jig. So if there is any sticky stuff, I've got a bit on the bottom of the phone there. I've got a bit of sticky there, so I'm just going to use an alcohol wipe, and that comes off nicely. I've still actually got a bit of plastic on the phone, so let's get that off. There we go. Just check the back, bit of adhesive on the back. There seemed to be a lot of adhesive in that one that was going everywhere, but it's not a problem. Just give it a wipe round with the alcohol before any of it cures to the phone. And that side as well. So you can see the screen itself is all covered and that is protected. So again, I'll put my stylus in. So I'll take the stylus out. You can see, after I drop it, it is just as nice and responsive there as it was before. Cool. That's it. So, last thing I've got for this phone, new case. It's just a basic SpyGem one. I like them because they're nice and cheap and they seem fairly good quality. Got a SpyGem on my S9 Plus. Only difference with this, it's got the flip bit out the back. I thought, with it being a Note 9 and a big screen that I might watch YouTube or whatever sort of things on, this case should fit it okay. Well, should allow me to watch stuff at the same time. So, rubberized case there. It's supposed to be impact resistant. Actually quotes on the box that it's military grade as well. Tough armour. Nice expensive phone. Especially for myself, because I work up a ladder sometimes. I will get my phone out of my pocket and mess about and do stupid things. It should be nice and impact resistant. That seems pretty cool. It's got the cutout there for the stylus to come out. Pin after restart. Okay, we'll do it in a minute. That works fine. Buttons work still. Ooh. You can see the screen protector. It's not impeding the case in any way. It's about bang on, because I think if you go on SpyGem or Dome Glass's site, it gives you a list of compatible cases to go with these screen protectors, but that seems good. At the back of it, there is this pull-out bit, so if I'm watching stuff, it'll stand up. You can see that just at the back. So I didn't bother getting one of these Totally S9 Plus, but I thought for this phone I'll use it. That's good. It's a huge, hefty beast. I mean, I haven't got the biggest hands, but it's quite big in my hands anyway. But still, I prefer a bigger screen. It's for my own pleasure, so why not? Nice responsive screen still. So, screen protector doesn't impact on it in any way. It's cool. So, just a quick one. That is a Dome Glass screen protector. This is on my S9 Plus, and you can see there's a crack across there where I've cracked it. Dropped it the top corner there. And I think there's some damage to it there as well, but I know underneath my screen itself is actually immaculate. So it's done a job. I mean, I've even dropped that, and it skidded down the path on its screen. I've usually got it in its case anyway. That'll protect the back of it and the corners. But it's that screen. So, I mean, when I'm done with my phones, I like to pass them down to the kids. So, by the time I'm done with this, it'll last me 20 months to a year, 2 years, sorry. So when I'm done, I'll peel off this screen protector, put a brand new one on, and then they're good to go. But it shows it does the job. Again, that was $29.99 for that, but if you're spending that much on a phone, I think it's worth the money. I tried cheaping out before on those crappy screen protectors that stick at the bottom and the top, and like I say, a few days they're peeling off, you're getting dust under them and they just look tatty. Your phone response isn't there. I know on my screen here it's all nice and responsive, everything's as it should be. Apart from that's trying to scan my eyes, so we've got a nice pretty coloured light. That's it, cool.